my whole binder situation needs a major overhaul. I have a thought, but I'm not ready to do it yet. But when I have what I need and I've got everything planned out, that will be a whole video devoted to my Luna binder. Hello. On the agenda for today's video is something that, if you've watched many of my photo card storing videos, you might already know I'm more than a little frustrated by how Luna is organized in my girl groups binder. Currently I have two binders. One of them is all Red Velvet and Solgi stuff, and then the other is just the girl group, so it's Luna, it's Twice, and it's anyone else that I happen to pull or collect from any number of other groups. But as you can see, and as I've shown before, this binder has no small amount of Luna. In fact, that's the Luna section, that's the Kim Lip section, and then this is Twice and everyone else. It is more than half is just Luna. And as a result, the whole thing is just bursting at the seams. This thing is ridiculously thick. It's kind of crazy. So my plan, as I discussed in my vacation haul, is to move everything into a wide A5 binder, otherwise known as a 6-pocket binder. I played around with a lot of different options for how to deal with Luna, up to and even including things like going to a full 9-pocket A4 size binder, but I thought it might be a little more interesting to do something untraditional, we'll say. So that's what we're going to be doing with this 6-pocket binder. Before I get started, I just thought I would do like a quick flip through of what is currently here. You know, there's a lot, but I thought I'd give you a look at what the current state of the Kim Lip / Luna binder section is, so you'll have a better sense of how big an improvement this is by the end. I have all kinds of cards in here. I have album cards, including Japanese cards. We have concert cards. There's season's greetings in here. There's fan club cards. It really runs the gamut. And then we even have some other stranger inclusions like these tickets. And although I mostly collect Kim Lip, as you saw during that little flip through, I have more than just Kim Lip in here. So I would really like to, in my new binder, basically set up like a Kim Lip section and then kind of an everyone else, similar to how in this binder currently we have like the collected groups and then the non-collect miscellaneous section. So I am going to just pull these pages out, and then I'll pull the cards out, and then we'll start adding these to the new binder. All right. Okay, now that I've done all that, I can sort of start to identify what my big problem is. This is the full set of album cards. I don't even have all of Kim Lip's albums cards. And it is pretty thick, understandably so. Luna has a lot of cards per album. But then we have this stack, which is non-album stuff. And if anything, it's even bigger. This is concert cards, season's greetings, orbit cards. And yeah, they're not all Kim Lip cards, but it's mostly Kim Lip and it's pretty thick. So hence the need to move to a bigger binder. And then we have our very small set of album cards that belong to other members. We have our random larger inclusions, and then the little Polaroids that start off my binder. So now that I've taken everything out, let's actually put all this stuff up, and we can start actually putting stuff into the binder. So as far as what this binder is, this is just your standard like B on D wide A5. Nothing fancy. I see them online. I know there's a couple online shops that have them, but I, as I stated before, waited until I was going to Korea to actually grab one of these because I knew, you know, all the import fees and stuff are just so expensive on a lot of these. So if I was going overseas anyway, I figured I might as well save a buck or two. All right, so let us start with the Polaroids. For those that haven't seen before, these are LOONA Studio Polaroids. I have Kimlip and Jinsol. These are from like their debut, their full group debut era. And although Kimlip is my favorite member, Jinsol is almost certainly my second favorite member. How do I want to arrange this? Maybe we'll do more like straighter hair on top. Oops, wavier hair on bottom. And if you're wondering about the gap, well, I will show you shortly. I'm realizing these Jinsols do not have my standard sleeves. They're just like flopping. She's just flopping all around in there. And it's because she was in the sleeve she came in. So we'll just fix that real quick. I mentioned before I was having trouble finding my usual Titan Shield sleeves. And at this point they have finally come back in stock, but I did give up at a certain point and invested in some Dragon Shield sleeves, which are very similar. They're clear on the front, matte on the back. So it's a decent substitute. There we go. She feels much more secure now. And then I have these cute stickers, and I was thinking I would take off the butterfly version and I would just stick in. Oh, I guess this doesn't make sense now. I was going to do Kimlip on top, Jinsol on bottom originally, and I totally forgot that was my plan. That's okay. These sorts of things are easily fixed. And there we go. A cute little cover page with my Polaroids and my pre-debut stickers. Very, very cute. All right, and then we are going to move into album cards. So this first page is going to be Kimlip Solo, which I have fully completed at this point. And I think what we'll do is like that. And then in between, I will put Kimlip and Jinsol. So how do we feel? Yeah, I think that'll work. I was a little worried because unlike my other A5 pages, the separation doesn't go all the way to the top, but I'm actually finding these are easier to slip things in and out of. And they feel just as secure, so that should be fine. Next, we will have Odd Eye Circle. There are actually 4 Odd Eye Circle sets. I have most of 2 of them because well, limited versions are hard to lay your hands on, at least for a decent price. So the plan is to just do it in age order and by album release order, because this is mix and match, and then below will be max and match since that's the repackage. Oh, messed that up. I should have this next storing video, but I'm still missing Cherry. So this set is complete. Cherry's on the way. I don't have her to put in the binder yet. So there are the girls' solo cards, and then these pages I mentioned last time are actually double-sided. So I'm just going to put the group card in the middle on the back. So there we have it. And then I guess if I ever start getting the limited cards, I'll have to rethink this whole idea, but that's a problem for another day. All right, and then we move into full debut group cards. So I am still missing plus plus and XX. So I made some fillers, but I do have both of her hash cards. So this page is a little sad at the moment, but it's okay. One day Lippy will come home to me and I won't have to spend, 2 months rent on some K-pop cards. So here we go. Wish it was better, but at least I have one era done. And then only going to get the solo cards, not looking at like the group or unit cards. So this will be a nice page. And then we have a question. I think, we haven't been doing spreads just because it hasn't really made sense. But I'm thinking after hash, we start getting our 12 card sets. I think I'm actually going to start doing spreads. So each spread will be a full era. So for Midnight, we have A version, we have all of B version, and no C or D. So this side is actually going to be very sad, but I do at least have most of, well, at least I have half. I shouldn't even say most. We'll just put in a filler for this missing Midnight card. Hopefully I'll get that soon. I've been putting off getting some of these cards just because I was hoping to maybe do some trades for some of the random members I have. I'm pretty satisfied keeping what I pull, even if they're not, Kim Lip, but not everything. Some cards just don't, spark joy or whatever that saying is. And so since I started doing the trading thing, I have been kind of looking to swap out some of those like less desired cards for the Kim Lip cards I need, just so I'm not like always spending money. So yeah, this could look nicer, but at least I've got some nice fillers now using my little sprinkle post-its. I think that looks pretty cute. And then we move into And. God, I hate saying the name of that. And is always an awkward album title to say. So we do have we have a little more than half of the And cards. Still missing, I think I'm basically done with this set. It's just not ready to be put away, and I am missing all of the A version set. So let's see. Does it really matter how these go in? I guess if I decide later that I'm not really into how these cards are ordered, I can always redo it. I just do know that I kind of want Flower Lip to be last. Then we have our fillers. 1, 2, 3. Oh, did I? Looks like I may have messed up. As I often do. I ask for one filler when really what I need is 2. That's okay though. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I have the rest of that. But the one nice thing I have to say about finally doing this is that I have been very, I don't know, kind of annoyed at myself every time I'm like putting cards away in my storing videos and going like, is this an And card? Is this Midnight? What version is this? Well, now I will have a nicer layout to actually help me remember which ones go where. That will be nice in the future. All right, and then from here we have Flip That, which I am completely done with. We have our A versions, our B versions, our C versions, our D versions, an AR card, which I think I know what I'm going to do with this. And then Japanese cards. So let's see, how do I want to organize Lippy? Let's do this. I know I've said it before, I love this card. Absolutely love this card. One of my favorites from Flip That. Along with this one. This one was hard to get. I know I've said that before. But this was a hard lip to lay my hands on. But so beautiful. And okay. And we have this one, also hard to lay your hands on. Her braids are so cute in these cards. And then D, let's see. Let's do like so. How do we feel? I think I'm into it. I don't know. I could always, like I said, I could reorganize this later. And then just because there's no really good way to deal with the AR cards, I think I'm just going to slide Lip's AR card behind her, behind this page, because I'm not going to do a spread now. I guess when we have the next comeback, whenever that happens, I can look at fixing this or doing something different. But for now, this works. This is probably fine for at least 6 months, let's be honest. And then we move into Japanese cards. So the only Japanese cards I have are her 2 member versions, one for Hula Hoop and one for Luminous. I do have more that I'll be putting away in the next storing video. And I think the way I was thinking about this was there are now 3 like normal-ish versions and 3 member-specific versions because they added the Orbit Japan one this time. So I'm gonna do normals on top, members on bottom. This is the normal member version. And then we've got Hula Hoop normal, Luminous normal, and I did it again, Luminous limited. I did not put her Orbit one, but that's okay because I have that. That'll be put away next time. It's just I'm really bad sometimes about remembering what I need. Because I'll look at my template and it's like, oh yeah, I have that, but I don't actually like have it. It's not here for the binder. So yeah, so we're gonna have our like normal albums on top, our member albums, and then if we get more Japanese stuff, hopefully they do something similar and I can just maintain it on the back side. And that will do it for album cards. So the next thing, I think I'll be doing the other members like very last. We'll continue with the Kimlip cards. So next we will have the majority of this stack, which is her non-album cards. So the first step, we have their debut showcase Meetin' Up. I absolutely love these cards, every single one of them. Like, I think this was one of the sets that convinced me that I wanted more than just album cards because I think they're just so cute. And then the question is how to lay them out. Maybe like so. Kind of a couple closer up ones and then what a cute little face. Yeah, so I think I'll do that. One of the other reasons, besides just needing to figure out what to do with my LOONA collection, since it was taking up so much space in my other binder, one of the reasons why I thought a 6 pocket page binder would be so good was exactly for situations like this. LOONA, unfortunately, and this, I mean, you can even see it with these cards. They have a lot of kind of like awkwardly numbered cards, lots of sets of 12, sets of 5, sets of 6. It does kind of suck to have like a completely empty slot, but when I was thinking about doing 9 pockets, you were going to end up with empty slots anyway, because you would probably do like a 6 pattern. So why not avoid wasting all those fillers and just get a 6 pocket? It's a little more compact, Maybe the layouts will look a little bit nicer, especially when you're dealing with like 5s. And then we'll just slide in a filler in the middle. And there we go. So we got a nice little page for the Meet and Up cards. Next, we have 6 cards. This is the Hash Showcase. And the nice thing about these is that there's actually kind of like 2 sets. There's like the same outfit for 3 sets of cards, so that always looks nice. The question is just like how you lay it out, and I think I definitely want the city card in the middle. And then for these, yeah, that'll do. That'll do for now. This, I would say, is the other non-album set, along with, I think, a Season's Greetings. That made me want more than just Kim Lip's album cards. Because, you know, like, I really do... I think my preference is always blonde lip, but brunette lip can be quite good. And these 2 sets are, like, really good photos of her. I really like them. And I was very happy to get this not that long ago. All right, so Hash Showcase. Then we have some awkward stuff. I might for the moment. So I have, this is from the Looniverse on Wave. Is this And? Yeah, this is the And concert card. There's some companions that go with this. I only have this one at the moment. And then this is the Midnight Festival Showcase for the Midnight album. I definitely want them in this section, but I have other sets that are fuller, so I think I'm gonna maybe put those in at the end. In the meantime, we have the Looniverse From set. So I have 3 of the 4 Kim Lip solo cards and her unit with Vivi. Look at them, they're so cute. And then I also have 3 Jinsol cards, and if I ever get the 4th, I'll probably pick up her unit card with Cherry, so we can have a matching thing, and I'm going to do these front to back. So, trying to remember, I feel like this is the odd one out with the pink background. So that's a little awkward, but nothing much I can do. I know the other one I'm missing has a Christmas tree, so maybe I'll do Christmas tree on this side, and then these over here. Oh, what the heck? I guess we already put fillers in here. Look at that. I don't remember doing that, but I guess we did. We were trying to be proactive, my wife and I, that is. We kind of took a look through this binder maybe a week ago, and we're getting all the pages I should need and what have you. So there's probably some like weird stuff like that going on in here. And then we can put the Jinsol cards. So these things match to a certain extent. They have partners. Each of the backs are different. So that's clearly the back of the card I'm missing. And there's that one. So we'll do our best to put like with like, you know, if I ever get the remaining set and it just doesn't go, although it's nice that those 2 are stacked on top of each other. I can always reorganize. They don't have to be completely matching. And then yeah, I'm missing Eye Patch, Jinsol, and then her unit card with Cherry. So in the future at some point I'll probably get those, assuming I can get Eye Patch, Jinsol. I think she's a little bit easier to get than the lip card I'm missing, but still difficult, still difficult. All right, and then next we have the most recent concert. This is their world tour, which I was so happy to go to. I currently have 3 with a 4th that I'm not ready to put in here. That'll be in the next storing video soon. So it's a little awkward because obviously I picked these up assuming a 4-page. So for the moment, I don't know. We'll do like I'll do a 4 pattern with some fillers in the middle. I'm honestly thinking about just trying to get maybe the whole set. They're pretty available, and prices have come down substantially from when we all first found out about them. So it probably wouldn't be difficult to lay my hands on the remaining concert cards. You know, do I have to do it? No. Do I kind of want to because it was so meaningful to go see them in concert? Yeah, it would feel good to have all those. So yeah, so this will be the world tour set, maybe get the whole thing at the very least, probably fill this out a little bit. We'll see. And then, all right, we're out of the concerts and we're into Season's Greeting. So this is Season's Greeting 2021, I believe. Yes, 2021. So I think I was looking at this earlier, and I think that makes the most sense. Since this card, even though I think these like go together, since you can't see any of the city like you can on these, I think it's kind of the odd one out. And then we'll just slide in a filler for the back, or for the empty slot. And then maybe, I don't remember if because like I said, we planned for everything I have. So I can't remember if my plan was originally to do these do the next year's, the current year, 2020, as its own page. But I kind of want to just put them on the back. So let's see. That's definitely the odd one. Okay. I really am digging that these are double-sided. I said it in one of my last videos, but I didn't even know these were double-sided until I got home. But it works so well for what I've been planning to do with it. So yeah, so there we go. So we got two Seasons Greetings. That looks okay. I'll think about that. And then lastly, we have Orbit cards. I joined Orbit for 3.0. What was that? That was 2021. I didn't join this year. I wasn't in Orbit for the first or second time, so I only have the Kim Lip cards for the second round and fourth round, but I do have the full set for 2021 for the third round. So what I've been doing and what I will probably do, at least for now, is just continue like the chronological order with this Kim Lip card, and then move into Orbit 3.0 because this was a year where they didn't have Hustle, so it's not a full 12 set. So it just sort of works out. I've honestly considered maybe even just putting the rest of the girls in like the section with like not Kim Lip, and then just having Kim Lip 2.0, 3.0, 4.0 in a row. That might look nice. Because I do also have my 3.0 membership card that it would be nice to put in here, because it's just kind of been, I don't know, kicking around in various spots. Sometimes it's in my random K-pop box, sometimes it's kind of waiting to be put away. And I guess this works out. So we're going to have 4.0, and then we still have these like two random cards. So I don't really have a good plan. So I think I'm just going to do this. This is not ideal. I have some thoughts, but I don't have enough pieces of paper to really fill out a page for any of these. So I'm just going to leave this like this, and it is what it is. I will, however, throw in some fillers, because why not? All right, the Kim Lip section is done. Now we can move on to the rest of the girls. So we've got our Plus Plus Yojin, one of my absolute favorite cards. This was my pull from Plus Plus. We have another Yojin. This was one of my pulls from Midnight, along with this Eve. And then we have, oh, Chu. So cute. I absolutely love this card. I was lucky enough to pull her. Another Eve. And then we have like the blurred little pattern I've been doing for Flip That. So I think I have enough for a couple more full pages of things. Let's see. How many card pages do I have in here? Okay. All right. I think I've got the right number. So let's see. Let's do, well, we'll just do it in order. Age order and debut order and album order. Why not? It doesn't not go right. And then looks like I set up to do my, I don't know, I like this, my little AR spread. Coffee Eve, another amazing pull. Every so often I get lucky, but not always with the people that I collect. Did I open 4 Flip That albums without pulling a Kim Lip? Yes, I did. Did I somehow manage to pull Coffee Eve? Also true. So I guess you take the good with the bad. All right, I really like how that looks. If you've got some good Flip That cards, or you've got some AR cards that are just kicking around, it's not a bad thing to do. It's so good that it's like, it does sort of tempt you to get some other people. Like, I do kind of wish I had a Jinsol, but that's like not even a priority. This looks so good though. Very happy with this. Now we move on to other inclusions. 3 of my favorite things are these little showcase tickets. This is one of my favorite things that I put away. Was it my last video? It was probably my last like binder storing video. I got one for the premiere greeting meet and up, Hash, and Midnight Festival. And I just absolutely love these. I was very happy when I was picking up the binder supplies that they had the bookmark size, because these just slide in so nicely. Oh my god, it's just like, it's like a glove. And they look so good. Look at that. Look at how good those look. Just fantastic. I love it. I love having them. I love how good they're looking in here. Now you can actually see all 3 of them on the page rather than having one of them on the back. Now we're in like kind of an awkward area where I haven't quite figured out what to do. Even before I started making this video, I wasn't sure. I got these. I was very happy to get these a while back. These are like also tickets, but they actually came with the Midnight album. Each version came with its associated ticket. So we got A, B, C, and D. And they fit okay in my last binder. I just had little 2 pockets where I could kind of sit them top and bottom. It wasn't great because they were sideways, but then I get this and they're too wide for a bookmark size slot. But they're way too small for something like this. You can just see, but I can't do like multiples. What I need is basically like 2 split down the middle. That would be like the equivalent, but they don't make those. So I'm kind of in a tough spot with these. I'm not really sure what to do. So all I can do for now is just say I can't do anything with them and they can't go in the binder for now. It's really disappointing, but it sort of is what it is. I'll look around. Maybe there's a solution out there. I suppose I could always just put a normal A5 page in here. Yeah, that's not the worst idea. I'll think about that. I know people like mix and match page sizes. I would prefer not to, but for a random sized inclusion, that might be the way to go. But I also have a couple postcards. We're almost at the end. So we've got our LOONA light stick. I believe this is round 2, the first anniversary light stick postcard. There's a few of these. There's one for round 1. There's a round, I'm trying to remember, is there a round 1 photo card with everyone? Like by everyone, I mean Odd Eye Circle. I think that's how it works. I think there's photo cards for each round of the light stick. So I believe the first round there's a Kim Lip card and an Odd Eye Circle card. And then for round 2, there's only a Kim Lip card. but it's the reverse for postcards. There's only a Kimlip card for round 1, but then there's a Kimlip postcard and a Odd Eye Circle plus Yojin postcard. Does all of that detail really matter? No, but at some point I will probably get more and I can double-side these. And then finally, we have one of our merchandise cards from the, I think it was Everline, the Everline merch drop. Just put her in the back like so. I really wish I had an idea with what to do with this weird little slot. I think it's big enough for like something this size, but Luna doesn't get like a lot of like bookmarks and stuff, so there's not really a good way to use it, so I guess it just sort of has to be empty. It's a little awkward, but what can you do? For the future, I would obviously love like a nice little cover page and maybe even like getting some tabs to kind of separate these. My wife recently did that for her Shiny and Key binder, and it looks like so nice. It makes me think that that's something I want for my collections in the future, and definitely for Luna, where I collect like a lot of different stuff. All right, well, we have done it. This binder is by no means thin, but it is much thinner than it was in the past, and unlike the other binder, I now have spots for all the cards I'm missing, which means that like although like they'll be thicker than these fillers, and so the binder itself will get thicker, there's not actually a whole lot. It can't actually get that much thicker at this time. There's not a lot of other stuff to get besides what I've already accounted for, which is not to say there's nothing, but there's just not a lot right now. So before I go, I just thought I would do one last little flip through. I honestly love it. I love that just was so satisfying to go through. I love how everything is laid out now. We get nice little spreads because we can double side things. You know, I've said this in videos before. I think I said it at the beginning of this video. I've been so frustrated by how my Luna collection has been laid out, and now I'm just absolutely in love with it. I'm so glad that I had this idea. I guess some thanks would go to the YouTuber Wanhade, aka Carolyn, because I know she does a wide A5 like this for her OT6 IVE collection, and that's really part of what sparked the idea. So all credit to my betters for inspiring this layout change. But that is going to do it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, and subscribe. I should be back soon with a new binder storing video, and of course I will be putting more Luna cards in this one, so look forward to it. Until next time, so long!